Welcome back to Right on the Edge. My name's Derek, and I'm here tonight with my drunk sister Megan, and we're going to react, because this has a really funny title, to the Great Emu War of 1932, where Australia sent soldiers with machine guns to fight 20,000 emu and somehow lost. So we're going to react to this bit of forgotten history, and hopefully it's just as amusing as we think it would be. All right, let's hit play then.
After the bloodshed of World War I, thousands of Australian soldiers returned home to a promise: land of their own.
The promise, land of their own. A war against emus. Bitches. Australian soldiers.
Remote,
don't
rugged,
know
barely
why.
farmable. But it was
Remote, rugged, and barely farmable. But that's okay, don't worry, guys. You'll have to fight against emus, too.
something, a reward for service, a new beginning.
Ooh, a new
They
beginning.
worked hard, planted crops, raised families. But peace didn't last. That year, an enemy invaded the farmland. Swift, unrelenting, impossible to stop, and over 20,000 of them.
I shouldn't laugh. Okay, these guys just got back from war. They have PTSD. God only knows what they saw. But then they get back and they start farming, and next thing you know, they're being invaded. And by what?
Emu.
Yeah, emus, bro. Not even ostriches, bro. They got they got invaded by their fucking retarded cousins. The emus. Yeah. If I could edit well, I'd just put like a little like black hair on this guy right here and be like, I'm only here because I want to be.
You'll get there.
Towering brutes, 6 foot tall and fast. They came in waves. They crushed fences, devoured fields, and then vanished like
Wait,
ghosts.
pause. Are they? Did I hear that right? He said that they're 6 feet tall.
They crashed fences? What sort of cheap ass fence they have back then? And wait, and then they disappeared? What?
Bro, I am like, this is
That was
wild.
a lot. That was a lot to take in all at once. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you. That was a lot to take in all at
The
once.
farmers were desperate. The government solution? They sent the army.
That seems like over the top in my opinion.
It's just, it seems like a little bit too much. It seems like they skipped a step. You know, like maybe it's like the government's like, ah, fuck everything, send the army. It's crazy.
But once the soldiers arrived, the real chaos began.
Bro, look at that guy, man. It's like a trophy. It's like he went fishing. It has this thing by the neck, like, yeah, motherfucker, who won this?
He looks like he probably got his ass beat a little bit because he looks kind of vengeful to him.
Bro, yeah, dude, he looks like he's pissed off. He's like, I finally got this motherfucker. Look at these two guys with the fucking machine gun over here, dog. They're taking it seriously. Oh.
So how do you fight an enemy that doesn't follow the rules? And why did a nation with machine guns lose to the long-lost relatives of dinosaurs?
The fact that they lost. I can't believe they can't believe they lost.
How the hell
What
do
does
you
that say about
lose
war?
to a bunch of birds?
Nature
They don't even
outsmarts
have
the
a big
military.
brain, dude. They hide.
Let's try and
They
find
shove.
out.
They're like ostriches. They shove their head in
Hello,
the dirt.
I'm Mike Joberg, Marine Corps veteran.
Bro, this guy looks like he just doesn't want to be here.
Aren't
Or
their
anywhere.
eyes bigger than their brains? Like
Filmmaker.
literally.
Yeah, I think
We
so.
will try to answer these questions on today's episode of Forgotten History.
Bro, Forgotten My History must have been like a wild show. I just want to say that if this is one of their episodes. That's sick.
Was this in Australia?
Yeah, this is Australia one. Yeah, 1932, the Great Emu War. So like right after World War One. But this is a bunch of clips, I'm guessing, of wars and whatnot. I want to do. I'm just pausing so I can note this like on camera, but I also want to react to uh it's like a Mad Lad video, but essentially there's this one pigeon that made it through this war-torn area with like a hole through its gut and a missing a foot, but somehow like the Germans didn't kill one messenger pigeon that let these commanders know that they're bombing the fuck out of their own troops. So this company was
Yeah.
like stuck right in the middle of this war zone, and the Germans are bombing from one side, and the Brits are bombing from the other side, and this poor fucking company's just stuck right in the middle, just getting bombed the fuck out of, and all their homing pigeons were being like fucking killed, or their messenger pigeons were being killed, and not only that, the Nazis had like fucking Nazi hawks, right, that were trained to kill pigeons.
Jesus.
I know, so fucking crazy. Can you imagine just like fucking hawk flying there is just wearing the little Nazi symbol?
I think I've heard about that
Yeah.
story actually.
Yeah, anyway, this thing made it through and it lived somehow. And like some of the soldiers like made it like a fake wooden foot and shit like that. They had to put a prosthetic for this damn thing. They gave it like pigeon bitches and stuff. It was crazy. But anyway, let's go back to this. I just want to
Hold
actually
up.
react to that on channel.
Oh,
Hold up.
one more thing. I'm pretty sure that bird got a Purple Heart.
Yeah, it did. Yeah, or not, maybe not. Whatever they, but it did. It got medal. Yeah, the
Equivalent,
birds
yeah.
got medals. Yeah. This other troop had like a bear. That's great. That's a great title screen right there. Oh,
Oh my
there's
gosh.
birds in the background, dude.
Western Australia was never meant to be a paradise. For thousands of World War I veterans, it was land, cheap land, granted by a grateful government in exchange for their service. No homes, no roads, just plots of wilderness, and a promise they could build something from it. They planted wheat, built fences, fought droughts, fire, poverty, and the slow grinding indifference of the outback itself. But by late 1932, a new threat came storming in, one they never saw coming.
It looks so brain dead, dude. They lost to this. Look at him. He's like, I'm the alpha predator here, actually. I'm.
You'd think that they'd be the prey, right?
You would think, right? We farm these people. We farm these people. We farm these birds now.
That
They farm
spring, over
people, too.
20,000
Yeah, that's true.
migrated from the interior to the coast, drawn by water, crops, and open fields. They overran the land like a feathered blitzkrieg. 6 feet tall, muscular, lightning fast. Emus
Did he say Blitzkrieg and
Uh,
not Blitzkrieg?
I'm not
Maybe,
sure.
maybe I've been pronouncing it wrong. Anyway, he's essentially saying that they would go in and attack and then run away because that's what like the Germans are. The Germans invented that maneuver with their fast tanks, so they'd essentially do Operation Bomb the fuck out of your house, but they do like a drive-by bomb the fuck out of your house and then drive away.
could sprint
Yeah.
up to 30 miles
Yeah.
an hour. They tore down fences, flattened crops, and left destruction in their wake. And even when the bullets hit them, they kept running like tanks with feathers. Traps failed, and even dogs refused to chase them. With their livelihoods collapsing, farmers turned to the only force they believed could stop the onslaught: the Australian military.
Wow.
They were forced to be reckoned with.
I can't believe they just like were taking bullets and be like, yeah, well, fuck you. I'm coming back and eating all your wheat later. That's crazy.
You think that?
Go on.
Oh, I can't remember what I was gonna say.
Look at that.
But what
The
happened
Great Emu War.
Oh, it's so great.
next would become the most absurd chapters in military history.
Oh, it's
Facing
so...
national embarrassment, collapsing crops, and thousands of furious farmers, the government had a solution: military intervention. Minister of Defense
Every time they say it, I laugh. Like I know it was probably a serious problem. These farmers were having issues, and they just fought in a war. A lot of them, they deserved peace at home, but It's so ridiculous sounding. It keeps on making me laugh.
Sir George Pierce approved the deployment. Soldiers from the 7th Heavy Battery of the Royal Australian Artillery were sent to Western Australia, armed with 2 Lewis machine guns and 10,000 rounds of ammunition. Their objective was clear:
1 second.
eliminate the
Oh.
fast, clean, military precision.
Well, okay, they didn't have a lot of machine guns though. You know, they just had 2. 2 machine guns.
Officially,
Maybe that was their problem.
Yeah, maybe they needed more machine guns or a tank or something.
was a military deployment.
A
In
tank.
reality, only 3 men, 2 machine guns, and a truck that couldn't aim straight.
But they said they sent in the army, but really they sent in 3 retards, 2 machine guns, and a truck that was broken. Oh, that's such a military thing. That's like every military I've ever heard of.
That's hilarious.
In charge, Major G.P.W. Meredith. No nonsense.
Do you think he got a medal for this? Like, you know, just like an
Maybe.
emu, just like an emu head that hangs on his like
It just
fucking
has an
shirt.
emo skull.
Yeah.
Made
veteran of
made
the Great
a jacket out of his feathers.
Yeah, something like that, yeah. I wonder if there's like a token they gave these guys.
War. He didn't expect much resistance. After all, they were just birds. Accompanying him
I wouldn't
was
expect it
Sergeant
either.
S. McMurrah, a non-commissioned officer, and Gunner J. O'Halloran. On November 2nd, 1932, the first engagement began.
They literally call it a battle. They literally call it a battle. That's crazy.
"50 emus spotted, guns
I
loaded,
forgot to push play.
soldiers ready. Within seconds,
I was like, why isn't
the
it
gun
moving?
jammed. The bird
For the first second or so, the gun jammed. These poor bastards. Bro, can you imagine this, like, all these 6-foot tall fucking dinosaur birds coming at you and you're trying to shoot them and also your gun just stops working?
scattered. Most escaped unharmed.
That's awful.
They
That's
tried
so
again
bad.
days later. This time,
A couple days later, dude. They had to fix their gun. It took a few days.
Wait, was that an actual like
Yeah, that's the actual
picture of
footage.
that war?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my lord, that they went overkill on that,
over
like
1,000 emus in
overboard.
sight.
Yeah,
Seriously.
Their
that's so
formations
funny.
were erratic. They didn't
He refers to as formations. Like, as if they're using a brain. They're not.
clump together like enemy troops. They'd sprint, zigzag, and vanish behind the shrubs. Operation Emu was turning into a farce. The army had come to
Operation Emu. Oh my gosh.
Oh, these poor soldiers, dude. I feel so bad for him. I feel so bad for him, bro. They sent these 3 people out here against 20,000 fucking birds. It's just 3 dudes.
wage war, but the birds were winning. The campaign
Maybe they didn't go overboard enough, since they only had 3 soldiers.
dragged on for weeks.
Yeah.
Emus? They
Yeah,
weren't
I
just
thought they had gone
surviving.
overboard when they
They
said
were
the army, but they didn't.
Major Meredith noted
But they didn't say the
birds
army.
had
They
developed
said
guerrilla
3
tactics.
dudes.
Small units, evasive maneuvers.
The birds had developed guerrilla tactics. Come on. That's funny as shit.
What does that even mean?
Like, you know, guerrilla warfare where you like these dudes will pretend to be, you know, like
Oh.
yeah, anyway, they'll just ambush them and stuff like that. So essentially he's saying that the birds were
Ah.
ambushing them.
They'd scatter the moment a
That's
shot was
fucked up.
fired, then regroup miles away, like feathery commandos. In one last push, the soldiers mounted a Lewis machine scatter the moment a shot was fired,
Oh, look, there's like an
Then
actual
regroup
news
miles
article. I
away.
had to go back.
like feathery commandos.
Look at that. A new strategy in a war on the emu. A $52,000 defense measure to get this emu.
In one last push, the soldiers mounted a Lewis machine gun to a truck.
Essentially, that bought a truck. $52,000 bought a truck.
The Emu sprinted. The truck bounced.
Give me
Well,
thousands of
one
dollars that they
second.
probably.
1 second. Tracy just reset the video somehow. She threw something at me and it reset the video. That's crazy. Wait, did we get to here yet? I don't think so. Okay, we need to figure out where that truck was. Oh wait, here it is. There we go. We're somewhere around here.
The soldiers mounted a Lewis machine gun to a truck. The Emu sprinted. The truck bounced. The gunner couldn't aim. The only confirmed casualty
He was spreaded, the truck bounced, and the gun guy couldn't aim.
were fence posts and the driver's dignity.
They wrecked the truck. They wrecked the truck into a fence.
Oh my gosh.
By
They're just
mid-November,
as bad as
I don't know.
after thousands of rounds fired,
Maybe
Tally
they'll have
stood
to
at
shoot and miss
emus,
the
1,000
truck like they
dead.
do them emos.
Yeah.
Only 1,000 dead,
Look how many bullets were shot.
bro. That's a bad ratio there.
Took 9 bullets, no, over 9 bullets per dead emu.
ammo used 9,860. Efficiency 1 kill per 10 shots.
Essentially.
Unofficially, hundreds of wounded birds vanished into the bush, only to return later like PTSD flashbacks. The press had a field.
I bet you I will. But anyway, I'm finishing watching this video real fast. Oh my goodness.
Day.
They literally in the
Cartoonist
newspapers
mocked
called it the emu war.
Military. Politicians scrambled. One headline read, "Emus defy army, war declared a fiasco."
That's fucked up, man.
The public
poor
couldn't
guys.
decide whether to be outraged or just laugh. And so, less than a month after
Hey man, if they're like me, they're just laughing. They're just laughing. Oh, Welch's fruit
it
snacks.
began, Operation Emu was called off. The army
Operation Emu was called off.
withdrew, defeated, not by trained soldiers or strategic minds, but by a species that hadn't changed in millions of years. Millions or billions, or whatever the evolutionary scoreboard says these days. But the Emu
Yeah,
War was
from a
over.
distance. Pause.
Yeah.
From a distance, emus kind of look like people who have like black paint on their hands, and they decide to put their hand, closed like it's a mouth. That's what their heads look
Officially,
like.
it had
Okay, yeah.
been an
A little
experiment.
bit.
Unofficially, a national embarrassment. Politicians called it a waste of time.
Sorry.
The military pretended it never happened.
The emus all deserve medals, says the Australian military. You know what? They took it in good stride. They took it in good stride. They're like, well, fuck it, dude, we lost. Give these birds some medals.
And the farmers, they were furious. They still had emus, and now no soldiers to blame. Eventually, the government replaced bullets with bounties. Farmers were paid to hunt
They did the smart thing. They allowed people to actually know how to shoot birds and let them do it.
emus themselves. And this time, it worked. Over 57,000 emus were killed in the years that followed. And in the end, it wasn't guns or glory that saved the wheat fields. It was fencing.
Even the bounties they gave up eventually, they're like fences. That's what we need. We're good fences.
The most effective defense
Like that
was
stopped
steel.
them the first time.
Reinforced fencing, taller, tougher, and stretched across thousands of acres. Finally stopped the birds where bullets failed. Emus couldn't fly, and they couldn't break through. The war ended not with a bang, but with a barrier.
That's crazy. If we had a military division with the bullet carrying capacity of these birds, they could face any army in the world.
Major Meredith quoted, "If we had a military division With the bullet carrying capacity of these birds, it would face any army in the world. Today, the emu is a protected species in Australia. Once seen as a pest, it's now recognized as a vital part of the community's unique wildlife.
Yeah, they're like, we can't beat them, so we're gonna put them on our crest and our flag.
And a symbol of resilience and irony. The Great Emu
Hold up.
War wasn't just
Hold
real.
up. I need
It
to go
was a
back and see
reminder.
those. I need to see those cover things.
Resilience and irony.
What is from the emo war?
I saw the one on the left, but the one on the right is so funny.
The one on the left's great.
I love the one on the left.
Only if the dead have seen the end of the war. Look at the little emu with the freaking gun.
Letters from the Emu War.
Look at this.
The Great Emu War wasn't just real, it was a reminder that sometimes when humans go to war with nature, nature doesn't just survive, it wins. Let us know your thought on the Great Emu War in the comments below.
Oh,
That was funny.
that was almost so great. Channel's called Forgotten History. Send them some love. And
You better
yeah.
like that video.
Oh yeah, I should like it too. That was funny. All right, thanks for joining us, and hope you guys have a great day. I'm gonna let Megan say something this time.
Thank you. Bye.